All right, so I've removed the regulator and also had to remove this resistor because it was dragging the voltage down. But these may actually be good, but just kind of degraded. If it's a healthy regulator, I would expect the power supply over there, the switching power supply, to run through the diodes and supply the power to the regulator, and the regulator will supply the 5-volt output. I'm not supplying 5 volts through this connector at all. I thought I was, but I didn't do that. So yeah, in my previous videos, this regulator is supplying the power for the 5 volts to the board. I'm gonna, when I get this all figured out, I will be installing the old regulator, because the guy that sent it to me showed me a picture of it working, the board powering up, and looking very much like this actually. So you can see without that stuff in there and me attaching 5 volts and ground to the board, it's running. Now it's reporting a bad ROM B and bad RAM. So the bad RAM is going to be the program RAM, and it's going to be these two guys right here. Yes, those two guys right here. These are TMS 4045s, but I think that's the same thing as the 2114. I got to double check that. If they're 4045s, I'm screwed because I don't have any of those. But I think they're 2114 equivalents. But we have a problem. These are the ROMs. ROM B I haven't looked up yet, but it's going to be one of these, and then when you replace that, you might get another one, but it's probably just the one. So I don't have any of these that I'm going to be able to program, so that means I might be able to leave these in and put my adapter board in, the ROM board, which is this guy here, but I don't have a ROM programmed. I took the ROM out when I was working on the Liberator board. So I'll need to program up a ROM and put this ROM replacement thingy here, and hopefully it will run, and I'll be able to leave these in here. So I will ship this back with that ROM board if that's the case. But the RAMs have to come out, so I've got that'll be my first thing to do. And then pray to God there's nothing else wrong. All right, I'll be back. Before I get too carried along here, or get too far away into the job, too far along, just wanted to point out that looks like a little bit of work has been done here. I did not do this work. A lot of flux residue there. That's been replaced, it looks like. That's my work here. I did that, and that up here. I did all this power supply area. And I'm starting to remove, this is mine here too, I'm starting to remove the 2 RAMs. So, but this work with somebody else, I'll clean that up while I've got it here. Okay, so for a little bit more background on this, this game was working, but the guy that bought it said the previous owner had reversed the connector on this, and when that happens on this particular board, it knocks out both of these RAMs. So I've socketed and replaced the RAMs, and I'm still getting a RAM error, but I'm also getting a ROM error. I'm keeping the original RAMs. I'll make sure that they're bad before I discard them, but I have to address the ROM problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to program this EEPROM for my cheater board, and I'll install it here, and hopefully these ROMs, these PROMs I should say, don't have a dead short somewhere causing the bad ROM C error. I don't think it can. I don't think there can be that. I don't think the program would run if that was the case. So this board here will isolate itself from this bus, and the processor will run directly off of the EEPROM that's on this board. So that should solve the bad ROM C. Still seeing bad RAM, but I don't know. Let's get this working first, and then we'll figure out this. It could be these are bad. These are RAMs as well. These 8 guys, these 4 here and these 4 here. But I don't think you get a bad RAM error if these go bad. So maybe one of these 2 guys is bad that I installed. Anyway, fix the ROM error, and then we'll figure out what the bad RAM is. But that's it for tonight. I'm out of time. I just wanted to get started on this, and this is just part 1 of I don't know how many to get this running. Thanks for watching.